Hey guys, today I'm just gonna get some projects done. I gotta fix my water catchment, needed some adjustments. I'm hoping to get some steps done for the front of my cabin so I can walk in out of the cabin easier, and some other things that I need to get done, so come along. Gotta get this flooring out of the back of my car. See if I can get down here without sinking too deep. Oh, good. They bring in my additional rounds. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get it in there. This is so much fun. Oh yeah. These are for the stairs. Let me see here. What size did I get here? All right, that might work. That might work. I'll connect it to a little ledger board here. Not this piece, but something like it here. And I've got three of the runners. At the bottom, I'll probably put like a cap block if I have it. Yeah, that'll work. I think that might work. I think it's gonna look nice here. It's gonna be oriented, not parallel, but perpendicular here. So the front will be here. I'm gonna get more rock put over here. Maybe a drain, because it does seem to collect water here. And then probably rock all the way down here. And I'll level this out and around here. And then put a driveway right where my truck is. You know, all the way up here to where the shed is. So here's my 12 by 16. It's got the door here. I'll move this onto my property Monday. Yeah. Yep. See if I can get this open. All right. All right. That opened good. Yeah, must be a good room in there. Oh, there's my little sunroof. It does have a back door. Or side door, I guess. Yeah. Yep. At the 24 inches again. I did get this on it, just in Tyvek, just in case I wanted to insulate it, which I probably will one day. There's some keys. But yeah, there it is. So it had a ton of light in here. If you shut this door, if I shut this door, I mean, it's still totally light in here. I won't even, during the day, I won't even need to put any light in there. I mean, it's so bright as it is, and the door, obviously. But this is it. They're gonna move it Monday. And we'll set that up near the cabin. I'm pretty excited. So I positioned these rocks just rough right now, where I think the shed will be. So the front door will be here. There'll be space in between. Let me move it over another couple feet if I can. We'll see. Yeah, I'll bring that Monday. Today is Friday. I'm working on these stairs in the morning. I think I'm gonna make these freestanding. Yeah, we'll see. I just need some temporary stairs for now. Yeah, I think that'll look good on the floor. And we'll see. I think it will. It also has the little pad underneath, so there's one of my leftovers. Yeah, so I think it'll be fine. Yep. Yep. I think it's called Restore Oak or something like that. Restoration Oak. Yeah. Not the most expensive, not the cheapest either, but yeah, Restoration Oak. So there we go. So last time I did this, I was wondering, I thought the water was gonna come up, and it did. It kind of pressurized that, and I was waiting, and I know a couple of you were just screaming, just push the lever, push the lever. It's funny, ironically, my brain kept saying, pull the lever, but I didn't. Yeah, it's starting to prime the hose. I may need some smaller hoses. This is too much hose. So let me see here. What we got here? About 80 watts. But yeah, still great pressure. I think Prime has these on sale. I don't have an affiliate link yet, but I think it's $79. I think I paid $89. It's like 15% off, so. But yeah, I'm looking at getting a bigger Bluetti. Maybe the Elite 200. Yeah, and I'm probably going to get another one of these just to have it. But so far, this is working good. A couple have asked, why didn't I just do it in the travel trailer? I could. I'd have to pump this into the tank in there. And I could have heat, but, from in the travel trailer, I could have my heater, but I just didn't feel like doing all that. And it was like 90 degrees. It's still warm today, so it's going to feel great. But yeah, so far, this solution has worked for an outdoor shower. Very good power. I like it. It's working good. Yeah, so far the bugs have been down. Not too many, which is awesome. That's a real blessing. Hopefully that stays that way. But no flies this time. I know a lot of you think that I took that screen out. I was trying to shoo them out. That wasn't why the flies were in here. They have to keep these doors open, from what I'm told, when they try to level the cabin. It could hurt the door. That's what I was told. So they had them both open, and it was just a lot of flies that day. Those horse flies, I thought they'd bite. But I was able to pick them up and by my hand and just get most of them out. I do have a shop vac at home. I just left it at home. I just got some little odds and ends in here now, but I think I'm gonna move some of these in like each corner. And then I gotta, later I'm gonna try to get this one today. I gotta get the ladder out and then get up there on the roof and put those on. I put this here thinking that maybe if any water came down through here, it would just hit this cardboard, but maybe a little did, but not much. Not much. So yeah, I'm trying to adjust my mindset to, what I'm gonna need. To keep and what I'm gonna need to get rid of. It's a big decision, but I've been wanting to downsize forever. I mean, I did downsize when I came from Spokane back to Maryland. I did downsize. I got a sty in my eye again. It hurts. So I downsized a bunch, and I'm gonna do even more. I looked at the insulation, and I've been trying to look it up, and the Rockwool R15, I think they quoted me $2,100 for all the walls and for the ceiling. There's another piece you gotta put up there first, little plastic piece, so it can keep the air flowing. Then you put the rock wool up there. Oh my gosh, I think I'm thinking 20 steps ahead. You gotta keep thinking ahead. What's your next step? What are you gonna do immediately next? And then what you're gonna do, 5 steps down the road. Because you gotta get things like this stuff right here. This is here now. It's done. I gotta put it down, but that's why I'm planning on putting it down first. I know it's funny because I was thinking that myself, and a couple of you were like, yeah, get it down, and then others like, no, you'll just scratch it up. Well, I hope not. This is supposed to be scratch and waterproof, but most of the stuff I'll just be, the insulation's not heavy. The wall stuff's not heavy. I'll do all the cutting outside in the shed most likely. And I want to have it down so I can get the stove in. That's the thing I gotta try to figure out, what I'm gonna put down for the stove. But just getting the stove moved in here, if I can get it moved in here, this trip, that's another thing. So hopefully, I think Jason might be able to help me Monday. I'm gonna ask him to move it. Or this weekend is fine too, whenever he has time. So that'll be nice. He's got the tractor and I don't. But yeah, just looking around and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next. So it was suggested that I bring this down here towards the See how bad I'm missing the water catchment here. Let's try it. Okay, come on. Oh yeah, big time missing it. Well, a little bit, but not much. All right, well, it's pouring way off there. Yeah. I mean, some of it's getting in there, but not a lot. Yeah, maybe one more board. All right, I can try one more board. I got this taken apart. I put this on there. I think that'll work this time. Yeah, quick and dirty, functional. That's all I really need right now. I just need this filled up, so when I get the animals up here, they have something to drink. I got to get over there and today, and my goal is to get those stairs done. My neighbor Jason might come by. We might move the stove. Just trying to get a lot of things done when I'm here. All right, I was told this looked janky before, but yeah, now it's really janky. I think it's working. Oh, heavens. Somewhat. I think if it's a really heavy rain, a lot of it might come off, but if you look at there's definitely water coming out of that. All right, well, yeah, like I said, well, it's getting in there. That's all I care about. See what I got next time. Definitely water coming out the bottom there. All right, let's get this moved back. And I can hear it going inside there. Yeah, it's a little, this piece is, I've moved it up twice, but it's just gonna have to be good enough. Once it fills up, it'll go in there, but it has a pretty long distance to catch on this roof here, so. I mean, a heavy rain, I'm not sure about. I am not. But lighter rains, I'm just trying to catch something for now. It is going in, and you can tell it's filling up this pipe. It's right here. There we go. Okay, it dawned on me if I move this way, it's kind of coming downhill, so. And it's just fine. The spout is over here. I can get to it, and it'll cause it to actually be better. Because when there's a little bit of water in the bottom, yes, nice. I gotta make sure that the cap there is tight, but that should be a lot better. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. I just want to see it come down into the. Is that coming in there? It's a little bit here at the bottom. Yeah, it's a little better. I thought about cutting a little bit, but I'm not gonna do that. That's at a better angle. That'll be good. All right, that's it. So these are the steps. I like to lay everything out. I bought these. They were a little pricier, 30 each. I know some people will just make them themselves, but if I can spend $20 more and it's easier for me, then I will. I know that's the way I do it. Some hangers here. Had to get, there's two kinds of hangers. There's the the flush ones and then the ones that have this angle, because this is going to need an angle here to connect to the board. So I got those. I got these boards here for my tread. And I got some pavers down here at the end. Now this is not going to be permanent. And I'm going to try to make it freestanding. I probably will use some of these blocks and these 4x4s to give it a little bit of stability in the back underneath here. It'll probably go down to inside one of those pavers. Like I said, these won't be permanent, but I just need them for now to get things in and out of the building. I also started talking with the movers again about my shed. I got these blocks delivered. I think what I'm going to do, so the shed is going to be a little lower than the cabin. And I think I'm going to come off 12 feet. This is about 10 and a half. So these are going to go over about another 1.5 feet. And so the front of the cabin will line up to the front here. And I think there'll be a little bit of, actually, I don't think there'll be any overhang. So I want to talk with him before he gets here, because the cabin, well, no, it will be the same length because it's 16 foot long. So yeah, it will be. So it'll just, the front will be the front and the back will be the back of the shed. That's kind of the way it'll look. About 12 feet. I want it to be 12 feet off the cabin, just so I have some stuff, open space here in the middle. Maybe for a grill or something, or I may build something here later to put my solar batteries or something like that. I just wanted to have a little bit of space. This will be a little lower. I'm assuming I'll still be able to see the road from that window. I don't know yet. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to get that Monday. But right now, I'm just trying to do little projects. He had asked me to pick up some cedar shims. So I did that. I do have these extra blocks, so probably somewhere over there. Eventually I want to put a wood shed, and I'll definitely be using some of these blocks. I'll be using the rest of these 6x6 timbers, and yeah, just getting that kind of stuff done today. I've never done stairs per se, so I'm gonna be doing my best. I'll show you as much as I can. I got a lot done. I got a lot to do, and sometimes it's hard to just film things and do them at the same time. So I may just have to stick the camera down, and then that'll be that. We'll see. I'll try to get a bunch of shots. The other thing was a neighbor had recommended getting some steel wool, so I bought some steel wool. And up underneath, sometimes up underneath here, there's a little cavity, little hole that's open. And I just shoved some, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I just shoved some steel wool up there. It prevents the mice from getting out. So a neighbor had recommended that. I'll look under there more. But that was the only things I saw that had a little bit of a gap. So yeah, let me get started on this. I like to set everything up. I like to make sure I have everything, because a lot of this stuff was bought in 3 different trips. And then now I have it all, and now I can do it. So I was using the cinder blocks to get in, but now I'm gonna try to get these steps done. These should be fine. There'll probably be a tad overhang, but that'll be fine. Yeah, I think it'll look good. Functional would be great. I'll do this 45. 45, I think. All right, I made it 45 inches. Use my toolbox to weigh it down because it kept falling. Extra hand. All right, so this should go up there. Yeah, I thought I could get this done today, but I'm not going to be able to. Not this video, for the next one. One of the things I remembered is they're going to have to shim this cabin again. And it has settled a little bit. And I bought those shims. Going to be similar to that, like that. So they're going to have to shim this up. And I understand it's something you have to do, you know, at least a couple times a year maybe, or not, maybe not a couple times, but you could in the beginning. Yeah, here's those things. I keep seeing those in here, but oh, where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, I have to get rid of those. But yeah, I'd hoped I'd be able to get that in. I thought about moving my mattress in here and sleeping here tonight. I may do that. That might be fun. But I have noticed that even with the doors, they're a little tighter. So they gotta, they gotta, once they shim the cabin, that'll work better. So yeah, not gonna get it finished. But by next video, hopefully it will be. Well, Monday it's supposed to rain, so I don't know if I'll get it done Monday while I'm still here. But I'm doing the best I can. Guys, thanks so much for watching my videos. I do truly appreciate it. Guys, thanks to all my new subscribers, and thank you to all the subscribers that have been with me for a couple years now. Guys, I do hope, I pray you're happy and healthy. Take care, guys, and God bless. There's a nice breeze today. Feels kind of nice. It's just sitting here on my front porch made of bricks. Yep, front porch made of bricks.